I've made over $450,000 in the past 7 months, but that hasn't always been the case. 10 months ago, I was still depressed, I was still unprofitable, and one of the reasons for that is because I was actually looking for the holy grail. I was looking for the best signal group, the best trading strategy that gives me the best reward. But the thing is, I was actually searching for something that doesn't really exist. And my turning point that helped me become profitable was actually simplifying everything in trading. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the exact blueprint that helped turn me from an unprofitable trader into a profitable trader, so you can copy my roadmap and make money in the markets. So let's dive right in. You can see that from the 1st of May all the way up to the 13th of November, at the time of recording of this video, I've made around $429,000 in verified profits. And the biggest reason for this is actually me simplifying everything about trading. And like I said, trading is actually not complicated. It's often misunderstood that you need a very complex system to actually make money from the markets. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact roadmap of what I've did that actually helped me to become a profitable trader. So we're going to go through my strategy, and then I'm going to tell you how did I actually journal all my trades, how did I actually review my statistics, and then I use these statistics to actually tweak my trading system that actually helped me to become a profitable trader. And by the end of today's video, I'm going to share with you the secret of why 99% of the traders actually fail. So before we jump to the strategy, let's talk about why do most traders actually fail. So there's only two reasons for anyone to actually fail in trading. The first reason is that you actually lose more than you win. And the second reason is that you lose big when you lose. You can see on the left side, you're simply not winning enough. There are more red days than green days. In the first week itself, out of 5 days, you have only managed to win 1 day and you lost all 4 of them. And that goes to the same thing for the second week and third week and fourth week. And another example on the right side is that you have a lot of green days, but when you lose really, really big. And that big lose itself will wipe away all your profits for the past many weeks. So these two reasons are one of the most common reasons of why most traders actually lose money in the markets. And there is actually a systematic way to fix each one of these mistakes. Across 20 trading days, you actually lose more than you win. So how can we actually solve this issue? And let's say you only win 5 trading days out of the 20 trading days. Your win rate is essentially 20%. So we know that by just looking at your trading results, your win rate is the main issue. And the second mistake that most beginner traders will actually make is actually lose really, really big when they lose. And the way to actually fix this is actually to fix their risk management system. So now we know the two biggest secrets of why traders actually fail to make money in the markets. We want to create a winning system that goes through strategy, journaling system, how to actually review trades and tweak them accordingly. And then we're going to discuss the secret of why 99% of traders actually fail. So my strategy is actually momentum breakout strategy. What it simply means is that I only trade the momentum breakout. So when the price is going above the EMA 20, as you can see on this blue line right here, we only want to long the stock. So when the price retraces back down to EMA 20, we simply draw a resistant trend line. And once there's a clear breakout candle like this one, we simply enter the trade and wait for it to hit our take profit levels. It's simply that simple. If you're interested to know more about my trading strategy, I've put a link down in the description box below. So you can click that and it will show you my exact blueprint. So I just briefly shared you about my trading strategy, but the most important thing is that whether you can quantify and contextualize everything about your strategy. And the simple way to do that is actually to ask yourself these 5 questions. So what type of trader are you? For me, I'm actually a swing trader and I'm also a position trader. So what time frame do you actually trade? I only trade on the 1 hour time frame. What style of trading are you? So I'm an 80% mechanical trader and I only depend 20% on market sentiment. And what instrument do you trade? I only trade stocks and options. And how long do you actually trade? And I'm only trading the first hour upon market opens. So if the market opens at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, I'm only trading at the 10:30 mark. So I'm going to go through with you a real trade example of my trading strategy so you can better understand how to actually execute these in live markets. So I'm going to show you guys one of the trade examples that I've taken in live markets myself. This is the stock called LIV, and LIV has been above the EMA 20 for more than 3 days. Right now it's above the EMA 20, which means we're long bias, and is slowly retracing back down to the EMA 20. What we're going to do is that we're going to simply draw a trend line right here and wait for price to actually break out with very strong volume and momentum. You can see that there is a very strong momentum candle with very, very high volume, which suggests that there are actually a lot of buyers present in this candle itself. So we want to enter this stock right here, risking $5,000 in order to make $10,000. So let's see how that plays out. You can see in a matter of 4 days, we managed to hit our take profit levels and make $10,000 in just using this one simple strategy. And the beauty about momentum breakout strategy is that there are actually minimal drawdowns and there's a lot of momentum actually pushing towards our take profit levels. So I put a screenshot on the left side. You guys can see that I've taken this trade live and I managed to make money from this as well. So since we covered the strategy part, I'm going to talk about journaling. And journaling is one of the most important aspects in trading. A lot of people think that strategy is the holy grail, strategy is the key point to profitability. In fact, I can tell you that journaling is one of the most important things in trading itself. And I'm going to explain to you why by using the restaurant analogy. So imagine you're a restaurant owner in New York City, and you as an owner don't even know the revenue of the restaurant. You don't know the cost of goods, and you don't even know how much you make every single month. So do you think that this restaurant will actually become profitable? The answer is simply no. You will actually be losing money every single month. And the reasons for that is because you don't even know the ins and outs of your restaurant. You don't even know the revenue, the cost, the profits. So the same concept actually applies in trading. Your revenue simply means your total wins. Your costs are actually your losses. So your wins minus your losses is exactly your profits. And the only way to know that is actually by having a journal. We just discussed previously that the two biggest mistakes that all traders actually have is actually a win rate issue and also a risk management issue. A win rate simply means that how often do you actually win trades? And risk to reward actually means that how much you can lose or win for every single trade. And these two metrics are actually not independent. They're actually very relatable. And your job as a trader is to find a balance between your win rate and actually your risk to reward. You see, this is the risk to reward and win rate cheat sheet. So you can't look at win rate and risk to reward as an independent metric. You have to correlate the both of them for them to make sense in your trading system. Let me give you an example. If your win rate is 50%, a lot of people will feel that you will actually lose money. But if your risk to reward is 1 to 2, you will actually become profitable. So in your trading system itself, you have to find a balance between your win rate. So let's say you only win 20% of the time. A lot of people will feel that if out of 10 trades you take, only 2 of them will win. A lot of people feel that you actually lose money. But that's not the case if your risk to reward is actually 1 to 5, which means for every $100 that you put in, you're actually getting $500 back. So by just looking at the win rate independently, it doesn't even give you an insight of whether your trading system is profitable or not. You have to look at the relationship between your win rate and the risk to reward. So for my specific strategy, I'm having a 50 to 60% win rate over the past single year, and my risk to reward has always been around 2 to 3. So my specific strategy fall in this category right here, which is always profitable. So for you, you have to design your system by looking your win rate and your risk to reward. So we just discussed the importance of journaling and how do we journal all our trades in terms of the win rate and risk to reward. Now we're going to talk about how do we use these data points to actually tweak our system. So you guys know that I'm a swing trader and position trader. I can actually tweak my system to actually start day trading as well. So my time frame from 1 hour, I can actually tweak it to a 15-minute time frame. And my style of trading is actually 80% mechanical and 20% sentimental. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to change that to 100% mechanical, which means I'll disregard any market sentiment. And from trading just stocks and options, I'll actually try crypto and Forex. Instead of trading the first hour upon market opens, I will only trade the first 30 minutes. So after making these changes into our current system, we want to see what that gives us in terms of results. So you can see that after we changed from swing trading to day trading, we managed to increase our win rate by 5%. That's an enormous jump and we want to maintain that in our trading system. And after changing the 1 hour time frame to a 15-minute time frame, we managed to increase 0.4R multiple in our trading system, which is very favorable as well. So we want to keep that in our system as well. And after changing from a 80% mechanical to 100% mechanical, our win rate actually decreased by 3%. And because we don't want our win rate to decrease, we will actually revert from 100% mechanical to actually back to 80% mechanical. So instead of just trading stocks and options, now we also trade crypto and Forex. And this gives us an increase in multiple of 1.4R, which is very favorable as well. So we want to keep these and keep trading Forex and crypto. So instead of only trading the first hour upon market opens, we only trade the first 30 minutes. And this actually led us to decrease our win rate by 1.2%. And we do not want the decrease in win rate. And so we will actually revert from trading 30 minutes back to 1 hour. So the point I'm trying to drive home is that you can actually use these 5 questions right here that I've listed to actually continuously refine your system to the point where it's been consistently giving you profitable results. So you can take a picture of this and start refining your system accordingly. The next thing I want to talk about is survival, because survival is actually everything in trading. A lot of beginner traders actually make the mistake of thinking how much money can they make in the markets. But seasoned traders actually think about how can they survive in the market, how can they stay long enough in the market to actually make money. I'm going to show you this simple chart over here. As you can see, if you lost 10% of your portfolio, you actually need to make 11% to actually break even. And if you lose 50% of your portfolio, you actually need to make 100% to actually break even. So if you're starting with a $5,000 account and you're risking 10% for each trade, it will only take you 10 trades to wipe out the entire account. And that is also why for every beginner traders, I actually recommend them to only risk 1% for each trade, because it will take you 100 continuous losing trades to actually blow up their account. And if you're doing everything that I just said in this video, it's technically impossible to wipe up your entire account. And the biggest secret to why 99% of traders actually fail is because they often hesitate and procrastinate. A lot of traders, they actually go onto YouTube or social media and they start doom scrolling and watching endless hours of YouTube videos trying to learn the holy grail strategy and never actually take actions. So what I want you to do is only backtest one single strategy for at least 100 trades. Then I want you to review your previous 50 trades, find what works and what actually doesn't work based on your journal, and do the exact same thing for the whole single year. You will actually thank yourself by the end of the year, because you will have a complete set of data and you know what actually helped you to make more money and what actually lose you more money. So like what I just said, I put a 12-minute strategy crash course down in the description box below. And I also put down a full swing trading course that consists of 4 videos going over price action, strategy, entry and exit criteria, trade management, and how to actually screen for stocks. So there's literally no reasons for you to not make money in the markets. So if this video helps you in the slightest way possible, please give me a like, a comment, and then subscribe to the channel, because I do post video every Sunday, so don't miss out. With that being said, may the market gods bless you guys. Peace out.